There's a reason why people dumb down their sentences, and they don't really do it on purpose, you know? There's some uneducated people out there that really struggle. I feel bad saying that, but it's just true. My name is Tristan Killer, and I'm here to tell you today about agrammatical speech. Could you imagine if that was my intro? Take 2! Where the meme's at. Do you ever dumb sentences down, say dumb shit, and your friends just like somehow know exactly what you say? I know that sounds very niche, but I'm sure that is very relatable to a lot of people. When someone's giving you directions, and they're like,
if you take a left out of the driveway, you will eventually come to a stop sign. Here you're going to take a right and follow that road for a few miles until the gas station is on your left.
That's like what a random person would say. You like walk up to your friend, you go left out of the driveway, at the sign, take a right, and then the gas station's on the left. The stranger had to say like 40 words, whereas when you're talking to your friend, you only had to explain it in about 16 words. That's because you are a smart monkey. And what you don't like to do all day is talk to people. You like to save time in every way, every shape that you can. So I'm going to give you a little secret of what is called agrammatical speech. This sounds so condescending. So, whether or not you have known what you're doing or not, instead of saying all this arbitrary information, you have an inside loop with your friend that you already have similarities in context, okay? So you don't have to give the other person context because your friend can relate to what you're trying to say. Agrammatic speech, or agrammatism, is when someone will cut out all the unnecessary fluff within sentence structure. This is normally caused by brain damage when people have something like aphasia, but a really good thing to do consciously. If you're making the decision to cut out fluff to save time and be effective in conversation, you're smarter than the guy that does it but does it subconsciously. You know, he doesn't do it on purpose, he does it because he's uneducated. You want to save time and get on with your day. Something like slang is like a good example of a category of agrammatical speech. The average male speaks about 7,000 words a day, while the average female will speak about 20,000 words a day. As you can see, there's actually a really big difference between how much men and women speak. But there's actually benefits to speaking less, and if you were to shorten every conversation that you had every day by half, that would mean that the average male would speak about 3,500 and the average woman would speak about 10,000 words every single day. And that's half of it. So given that humans tend to speak around 100 to 130 words per minute, this means that the average woman spends about 174 minutes a day speaking and talking, while the average man spends about 61 minutes. But if you were to cut it in half, women would only speak for about 87 minutes a day, while men would be for about 30 minutes a day. Now, this is just simple math based off of averages. Obviously, everyone is different, and this will apply to you, uniquely. But for women speaking 20,000 words a day, they're talking for almost 3 hours out of their entire day, like every day. So if you were to shorten your sentence structure and speak agrammatically, which is with non-proper grammar, you're shortening that time by a lot. You go from 3 hours to an hour and a half, and that's huge. I mean, you have an hour and a half now. What are you gonna do? I mean, you're not talking now. You can make YouTube videos in your apartment for no money and no views for no reason at all other than to entertain yourself because the coronavirus quarantine is rampant in your city and you just need something to take your mind off of it and keep your mental health. It's snowing like crazy. Obviously this is just a thought experiment and results will vary between different people, but what I'm saying is that I believe shortening your sentence structure and speaking improperly is actually the pinnacle of modern speech. If you can, in a super abstract and simple way, communicate where someone needs to go or what you need them to do for you or something like that, if you can do that, you are an excellent communicator. If you can cater to the specific person or audience that you're talking to and effectively communicate to them efficiently, that's the pinnacle of modern speech. You want to do something as quickly and as efficient as possible. And so now you have more time with your day. My door is open. So what this all means together is that if you deliberately, consciously and purposefully do this all the time, you're going to notice that you'll have so much more time Wow, I just realized how introverted this video sounds. Obviously, if you're cutting your sentences short and making it just seem like you're in a rush to go somewhere, right? Like, and you're not effectively communicating, that's different, you know, that's agoraphobia. You know, stuff like YouTube videos and blogs and news articles and basically every form of journalism usually does this. When you're scrolling through Facebook and you see an article about something, you know, you click on it and you don't want to see every little piece of information because, you know, us monkeys only have an attention span of like 7 seconds on our phones or something like that. And it's like, you're not going to want to read, you know, 1,000 words of some random article. You just wanted to see a picture of a baby penguin meet a polar bear or something like that. I can't word this right. I can't even use agrammatism myself. This video is starting to seem like I'm pro agoraphobia and like I don't like talking to people. Which, I mean, yeah, it's pretty accurate. Basically, cut down your sentences, speak more efficiently, and communicate effectively, and you're gonna have more time with your day. I just want to throw you guys some quick numbers and some math so you guys could understand what it actually looks like. You know, I personally wouldn't want to spend 3 hours of my day talking to people. I would rather it be an hour and a half, and then spend an hour and a half sleeping, eating. That's an entire trip to the gym. You know, that's a lot you can do in that amount of time. If talking is what you want to do, then like go for it. I'm just saying, like, you could save a lot of time. This was just a short little thought experiment. Thought I'd throw some numbers at you guys, give you some laughs. Thank you for watching.